I moved into my van in July of 2023 and I've lived in it ever since. I paid $5,500 for it, and to be honest, it's been a great experience so far. But there are, however, 5 things that I absolutely hate about it, and I will share them in this video. And the last most hated thing will surprise you the most. Just to clarify, and like I mentioned, I lived in it since July of 2023. It's not like I just camped in it for a couple of weeks and now I have these annoying or big things that I hate about it. No, I legitimately live in this thing and I love it, but there are things that I absolutely hate. So this is coming from experience and my personal observation. So before I tell you 5 most things that I hate about it, let me briefly tell you 5 things that I love about it. The first thing, the way it looks. I mean, just look at it. It looks so sharp, even though it's 35 years old. Obviously, that's why it looks vintage and charming. It looks super inviting. And I named her Betty Blue just because she gives me grandma vibes. She's cozy, she's warm, and I absolutely love her. Number 2, I love the kitchen setup. It has the little kitchenette with 2-burner stove. I have the little fridge in it, sink, literally everything that I need, and a bunch of storage as well. The third thing is my office. I love the office setup. I built this little office in my van so I can work out of it because I do work whenever there is internet, which I've been lucky enough so far and getting internet everywhere I went. My friend helped me to build this little table. I have a pull-out chair. I have drawers for my books. I have a lamp here, and I even got my little plant. The next most favorite thing I love about this van is my bed and the full swinging door. It is amazing. I can lay in my bed in the mornings, watch the sunrise, read my book. This is just lovely. Probably my favorite feature about this van. And the last thing is, I just love how much storage space there is. Literally, everywhere you look, up and down, to the sides, there's storage literally everywhere. Now let's get to 5 things that I absolutely hate. And I'm going to name these 5 things from least hated to most. Number 1 being, this van unfortunately is 2-wheel drive. It's a rear-wheel drive van, which is unfortunate. So that means I can't really get to a lot of like remote places. I probably cannot go to snowy places, which is unfortunate big time because I love the snow. But even a desert like this, I'm in the middle of the desert right now. Probably last week or so, there has been some rain. So a lot of sand is around and it's soft. I almost got stuck today, which was pretty scary. Let me show you actually. So the middle of the desert looks great. Just sunset happening. And I found this spot, which is beautiful right behind me. But I wanted to park specifically right here, but check it out. This is me earlier today. Got stuck here, and I probably worked on this 45 minutes or so to get out of here. So I put some rocks. This thing was a very helpful tool for me. Unfortunately, I don't have the right tools for emergency situations like that in my van, which is my mistake. But now I know for sure that even a soft sand like this is a no-go, just because my van is a 2-wheel drive, which is unfortunate. The number 2 most hated thing about this van is the fuel economy. It is atrocious. This thing is a V8. It gets like 8 to 12 miles per gallon on the freeway on a good day. But on average, it's probably getting around 9 miles per gallon. And I spent the winter in California. It was horrible, filling this up at almost $6 a gallon. The next up is inability to stand up fully when I'm in the van. I'm 6'3", and I believe it's about 5'10" on the inside of this van. So cooking, just changing clothes like that has been pretty painful physically. So I always have to sit down or even be on my knees half of the time in my van. So that thing is super, super annoying. And the runner-up to most hated things about my van is the driving experience and how slow it is to drive. Get on the freeway especially. So driving this thing is like driving an old boat. It is sluggish, it is rocking constantly, even going over little bumps, you can feel it immediately. The turning radius of the steering wheel is awful. You can literally go 45 degrees to the left or right, and it's not doing anything, really.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And then the slow thing about it is literally how slow it is. When you on the ramp trying to get onto the freeway and you getting to 60, 65 miles per hour, it literally takes you like 15 seconds. And drivers behind me all the time just honk at me, and that is super annoying. I mean, I'm trying. This thing is a big old 35-year-old van, fully loaded with stuff, my personal stuff, and the water and the propane tank and literally all of the furniture on the inside. I just can't go anything faster than 15 seconds, get to 60 miles per hour, and it is tremendously annoying. Not as annoying, however, as the winner of 5 most hated things about my van, and that would be my bathroom. My bathroom is in the closet. I've never used it. It is incredibly small. Yes, it's in there. I guess I can use it for some kind of emergency situation, but I never did. I don't think I'm going to. Like I said, I'm too big for this van probably, and also there's a mental thing to it as well. I just don't want to carry my own pee and poop, sorry for TMI, around. Like I can't drive around wherever I'm going, mix it with all dirty water from my dishes. And everywhere I go usually is warm, and I just can't imagine how it would smell as well. So it's more like a mental thing rather than an ability to use the bathroom, even though it's there. So luckily in places like that, I can go the old way, like I did growing up. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As my grandma used to say, what is natural is not embarrassing. So there you have it, 5 most hated things about my van. Hopefully this has been very useful to you if you're considering buying a very old, like I did, a camper van to try a van life. But if you want to learn 5 things that you have to know before starting the van life, you should watch this video here.